Hi babies. I just felt thought to show my face. It's been a little bit, but I had an encounter in my quiet time. I love going in the glory, and sometimes I just wish I could just reach out and engage some of you and hijack you right along with me. Can't contain this stuff. So I don't mind sometimes just offering little snippets by way of social media through my little videos. But I was just at a loss and kind of dismayed today. And it came to my heart that I've been engaging the spirit of knowledge and the spirit of the fear of the Lord. And I just feel there's some instruction here that I am being endued with to chart and navigate my way through these recent passages. And maybe these little tidbits and these little revelations may assist any of you out there also that are finding tight passages in a rough haul. But here's the deal. That I was dismayed. I was confused. I was at a loss. I wasn't know what I was perceiving. I had mental funk. And there's all kinds of cares of this world and demands and responsibilities that contribute to really engaging supernatural stuff. And it just came to me is that I'm in a cloud. And there is a cloud of unknowing, and there is a mystical vein that even has been written about. Who is that guy that wrote The Cloud of Unknowing? Is that Brother Lawrence? I can't remember. I'm not sure. But there's a book by a mystic about a cloud of unknowing, and where you're just at a loss and you're dismayed. And it's the fear of the Lord. That's the spirit of the fear of the Lord. It's like you have lost your bearings. You don't know what to cleave to. You want to cry out. You can't panic. You don't want to panic. There's no fear. There's no fear in love. The perfect love casts out fear. However, when there's no bearings, because the Lord is leading you into new stuff and you don't recognize stuff and there's not a familiarity, that's the fear of the Lord, and you need knowledge. That's why the spirit of knowledge is paired with the spirit of the fear of the Lord, because the Lord is navigating you through new stuff, into new things. And there's new creation realities breaking out. And this came to me as an ascent on a mountain. And that's how it kind of was encapsulated in my spirit, and it's how I was kind of unpackaging it and trying to present it here, is that I am engaging in an ascent up a mountain. And the vision came to me in the vein of the fear of the Lord, where, like, you remember the Lord of the Rings, when Saruman, I think, had his staff raised up and he was sending all his wizardy wickedness at the Hobbit and the people that were treading through the mountains, and there was commotion and wind and there was snow, and they were having a hard time. They were going through a tight pass. They were straight and they were trying to make an ascent. And that's where, in my vision, that's how I felt. I was like, oh God, why does this have to be so perilous? And what's coming to me is that when you make an ascent up a mountain, that's a high place. There's clouds at a mountain, hence mental funk, hence you can't see, hence the heights are beyond you, because part of that ascent is an unknowing and a limitation of sight. But your proximity in a height is established, and the Lord holds your hand in the midst of it. And this verse just came to me, and it just really succored me. It established me, and I had a question about it, but I sought the Lord about it. These passages don't have to be perilous. It's a matter of our perception. That if you're up a tight pass and you feel straightened and you think that that wizardy wickedness is coming against you like in the Lord of the Rings. It's just a shift. That's what repentance is. It's a change of mind. A simple and gentle shift of perception wherein that you think that it's a perilous pass, but when you get a broad picture and by the spirit of knowledge, you understand where you are and that you're actually in an ascent. It succors your heart. It girds you up and it fits you to endure and to complete the ascent and to make it to the top. And so Psalm chapter 30, verse 7 says, "O Lord, when you favored me, you made my mountain stand firm." And I could just stop right there. You got a mountain. This thing is mine. You know what I'm saying? These heights, it's actually an ownership. It's a blessing. It's an endowment from the Lord. He is charting your possession for you. He's leading you through what belongs to you. The way of life winds. Even those of you that are out there think that, oh, you're going around the mountain, you need to break through. If you come down on yourself and you're dismayed and you don't know what's going on, you're going around the mountain again and going around. Well, you know what? The way of life winds upward for the wise, that they may turn away from destruction beneath. So don't be so hard on yourselves about going around and around, because that's the chart that he's marked for you, you know. But it's that you have a mountain. Discover your mountain. Be free to feel into it, even if it intimidates you, even if it throws your bearings and you don't even know what you're looking at. Don't shrink back. We're not of those that shrink back to perdition, but that believe to the saving of the soul, that believe to making it to the top. And so you've got a mountain. I'm just encouraging you, go ahead and discover that thing. But this is what threw me right here, and this is where I was at. This is my conundrum. This is the part where the fear of the Lord came in. I have knowledge because you made me a mountain and you made it stand firm. That's the spirit of knowledge right there. But check this out. But when you hid your face, I was dismayed. Say, oh, I got a mountain, but oh, and now I'm dismayed. The fear of the Lord, the dismay, the loss of bearings. And it's that same cloud. There's a cloud on top of the mountain. There is an unfamiliar course and a path that you're on. You don't even know it and you can't perceive it. You don't know, you can't see the top, but you know it's there because he takes you by your hand and he charts those passages with you. And he's a gentle shepherd. Jesus is a gentle shepherd and his arm is strong unto salvation. May his everlasting arms just compass you and succor you. May you be held fast in your hand. If you need a hug, if you need more than just him to hold your hand, be availed of all the succor that you need to take heart and make it to the top.